Hey guys, Jason here with Any Creative, where in this tutorial I show you how to set up a gallery click-through link to open up in a new tab. Let's get started. So here we are in our demo Squarespace site. So where we want to start is we want to start by clicking on Pages. Now once we hit Pages, we'll want to set up a gallery page in the not link section. The way that we do that is we'll click on this plus sign here. Again, you'll see the multiple options that you have available. We're looking for gallery, so we go ahead and click on that. And we can name the gallery whatever we want, whether we want to name it category content, whether we want to name it new gallery, whatever the case is. In this particular case, we'll leave it blank for new gallery. Now here, let me go ahead and drag in some images just again for the purposes of demonstrating how you can set up an external or a click-through link to open up in an external tab. Let me close this. So I'm showing you how to set it up this way because this is more natural to my workflow. It's rare and really unlikely that I'm going to set up a gallery on the actual page or on an actual Squarespace page. What I do instead is I set up all my galleries for whatever the use case is, whether that's to show off client work, whether it's to do social icons, or whether it's regular categorical icons for services or pages. I always set up a gallery page in the side panel, and then I bring it into the page via the gallery block. So how we do that is, again, you see I've set up a gallery here. Now I want to bring it into this new demo page that I've set up. The way that we do that is you'll see if I hover over the content, there's a section here that populates that indicates whether I want to edit or go into the settings panel. I want to go ahead and hit edit here, and then I want to add the gallery block. As mentioned in previous tutorials, you can add the gallery block either by hitting this plus sign here. You'll see the available options made to you in the Squarespace platform. Also, if you hover over the left of your content, you'll see that there are different insertion points here that will bring up that same content. Here in this particular case, we're going to use the gallery block. Now in this section here, I'm just going to set up again a grid, and I'm going to call an existing gallery. And now this existing gallery is, again, the gallery we just created via the Pages side panel. If I do that, you see that we dropped two images in there, and here those two images are. Now, obviously, you can go into design. I'm not going to do that for this tutorial because they're not what we're focusing on right now. But I'm bringing in those two images. Let me go ahead and apply and save. Now, in this case, there is no additional setup or anything that's attached to them in the design or anything else. So if I click on them, nothing happens. Now let's say if I want to add a link to them. Adding a link to them, you're going to do that by editing the gallery or the gallery pages or page on your side panel here and editing the images in that section there. So the way that we do that is we'll click on the cog here. You might have been, or you might, if you're familiar with Squarespace, seen these particular options in the past. It's not something we're changing here. The main thing we're focusing on is the options section and that click-through URL. Now you'll see in the click-through URL, there is not an option for external to open in a new window. Now, if you're obviously using these for social icons or pages to link to your content on your website, that's typically not an option, or not a problem rather. Because typically when you're linking to content within your website, it's not necessary for you to open it in a new tab. Now, my opinion is that whenever you're linking to external work, whether that's a client's website, whether that's an actual opt-in that you've created somewhere else, not on your website, or maybe a video that you've linked to, that you do that in an external link. It's important that you try to keep your audience or potential customers on your website as much as possible. So how we do that, first let me show you what happens when I just add a link. So if I hit www.anycreative.com, I go ahead and hit save. And again, I'm not covering any of these things, just go ahead and hit save. That will update, and I go to my custom page here. If I click now on this image, you'll see that it will take me to my website. Now let me go ahead and go back. What I want to do is when I click on this image, and what I'm going to show you to do is when I click on this image, rather than opening up in the same tab, I'm going to have it open up in a new tab. So the way that we do that through this gallery page is go back into the settings, go to options, and we're simply going to add this little addition. You can do / quotation marks target equals quotation marks underscore blank. By adding just that little tidbit there, you have now given yourself the ability to, when clicking on that image, open it in a new tab. As you can see here, I've just clicked on it and it opened in a new tab, allowing any of my customers or potential clients to stay in my website. And that pretty much wraps this up. Now, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe or like below. Feel free, if you'd like, to leave your comments and I'll do my best to respond. Hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.